All right, I'm gonna go over a quick trade recap for the day. Um, if you guys are failing at trading, then watch these videos. This is, oh my god, this is so easy to trade. Look at yesterday, right? If I just inverse my chart, you see what I'm saying? Like these are the same exact trades, just flip flops, right? So I'm just gonna go into it, my mindset of the day, and all that good stuff. I actually called out in my Discord earlier in the day, right here, right? I said, hey, I was looking, this is early in the morning. I was looking here. I already saw it. I was already looking bullish just because we had a good liquidity sweep and we were respecting this fair value gap on the hourly, right? That being said, you see that right here. See that right here? We're looking at equal highs. Obviously, I was waiting for New York market open to take a trade. That being said, we had high impact news at 10 a.m., which you see this wick, right? On the 1 minute, you also see this wick. Boom. So I'm going to go over kind of like our sweeps, our draws of the day and why I took this trade. So come in, we see equal highs be put into place on ES with Tokyo's high. And then we also see Tokyo low get swept, right? We see Tokyo low get swept. And then we see London have a reaction off for it, go up a little bit, and then it heads back down to the downside. And then when it hits to the downside, we ended up going lower and we get stopped by this 1 hour fair value gap. This fair value gap got filled, right? So after this fair value got filled, we had a reaction to the upside. Looking onto the 5 minute, we were waiting until the news hit, right? And then we noticed that our draw on liquidity was not swept yet. Our equals highs are relatively equal highs as a big draw on liquidity. So what do? We look into the 1 minute. We are looking for bullish manipulation. So we see here on ES, we see liquidity being swept here, right? And we also see an SMT with NQ because if you look here on NQ, we do not sweep this low. So we're looking at ES just because we had double highs on ES, a better draw on liquidity than we did here on NQ. So with those relatively equal highs, I was looking at ES and we were lower down. So it was giving us a better risk to reward than NQ was. We saw the SMT go into place and then we saw 1 minute bullish order flow right here when this candle closed. So this is where we take the trade. We watch the 5 minute close. I mean, when it hits this price, we go to break even, right? Once this high was taken, we are now break even. But we let this trade run all the way out. It was a pretty quick trade. Happened around 10:30. It was a beautiful trade. Our next draw on liquidity is all the way up here, which appears to be kind of where we're heading to next, unless we get a good reaction off of this fair value gap once we completely fill it. But that being said, it's the same exact setup. I've taken the same setup many times. It's actually pretty much the only setup I ever take nowadays because it's the perfect setup. We see low resistance liquidity here. We see sweeps, then we see a reaction to the upside, and we catch the bottom of the reaction by looking at the 1 minute for internal manipulation in bullish direction. And then in this case, it was bearish direction, right? Same exact thing from yesterday. We had an SMT and a liquidity sweep, and then we took our trade, right? It's the same exact setup, just to the upside today. So if you want to learn how to trade just like this, join the free Discord. I'm going to leave a link in the description. That being said, we are hosting a call tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern where I'm going to go over these trades live and you guys can ask live questions. And hopefully that will help you guys learn the strategy a little better. Thank you.